everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As a little thank you for the channel reaching over 300 subscribers, I seriously cannot even believe that happened. You guys are truly the best. Today, we're going to be jumping into a new series where I visit your New Horizons islands. It's a school field trip and you're all coming with me, so get your backpacks, juice boxes, and permission slips because here we go. We have two lovely islands on the agenda today, La La Land and Chalky Milk. Two absolute award-winning names, if I do say so myself. But before we hop into the first one, I'd like to thank everyone who submitted their dream address for consideration. Don't worry, if you don't see your island in this video, stay tuned for a future episode in the series. I really can't wait to visit them all. Our first island today belongs to Katie. She describes her island, La La Land, as her first island in the game, so it's quite sentimental to her and she visits it herself from time to time. Katie says, quote, "There's not really a specific theme for it, but I think it fits together nicely and I was able to find all of my dreamy villagers for it, so that's when I decided to save it as a dream address. I just like that it's there for other people to enjoy too." Thank you, Katie, for subscribing and sharing your dream address with us. Right off the bat, you guys know, of course, that I'm always partial to a nice sunset island, so I really enjoy this sort of golden hour, dreamy feeling that I get just walking around. I'm super jealous that you've managed to grow so many of the, I don't know what to call the color, maybe the dark purple, almost the purplish brown roses, because I have notoriously had a lot of issue with that certain type of flower breed, so a lot of kudos to you, Katie, for growing so many in such a nice way. I can spot a really cute little cafe, little dessert spot that I'm super eager to take a peek at, and oh my gosh, this is totally up my alley. It actually reminds me a lot of Flora's vacation home that I visited in my most recent video. This is just so pleasing to look at. Of course, you guys know I love pink, I love pastels, and I love sweets, so what a cute little area. And I love that little bunny as well. That's super duper charming. I really like that little spot. Of course, a shout out to the Mario items. I always think about working them into my own island, but have trouble placing them, but your placement just reminds me that it's just meant to be there for fun, so I can definitely take pointers from that. I love this little fountain, just completely surrounded by the flowers, and I'd never thought to make those butterfly models before, but that adds such a cute little touch. And obviously all of these pink flowers just look super nice by the water, and I love the little seaside fair, seaside festival vibe you've got going on. It's actually really cute, and with the sunset I think it all goes together super nicely. Of course, you guys know also I love Melba, and her little dress matches the colors of all of this really well, so that's super awesome as well. Oh my gosh, this main room of the house I'm actually super into. It's a really unique use of the space with the wall divider to create a little bedroom and a little living area. It really feels like a space-efficient apartment, and I'm really impressed. I love what you've done with the area. Feels really cozy, but also big and with a lot of little different sections. This bedroom is really fun. It almost reminds me of Polly Pocket or even Barbie type aesthetics or designs, with all of the plushies and sort of the kid-like vibe to the bedroom. I think this is so awesome. I actually really like what you've done with the place. Feels very fun and almost childish, but in a really nice way. I really enjoy this. Moving on to the right room, we have a really cool bathroom that's actually more on the dark side aesthetically, but it feels really cozy and almost woodsy. And you have to let me know, Katie, where you found that furniture item up against the wall that's holding all of those little knickknacks and lotions and potions for the bathroom, because I don't think I've ever seen that before, but that's really cute and a fun little detail to add. Overall, really cool bathroom. Moving on to the back room, we have a kitchen that feels very lively, very fleshed out, and almost very lifelike with a lot of the details. In particular, the iPad on the table feels very spot on to just sitting at the table and watching something while you eat or cook. I don't know about you guys, but I've always got a podcast or a video in the background when I'm doing tasks like that, so that's super cute. Overall, I just really like the vibe of this place, very cozy and a lot of cool personal touches. The basement is admittedly a big departure stylistically, but it's super fun and definitely I feel like sort of takes advantage of the basement concept sort of as this like hidden room underground. So I actually think it's kind of fun that it departs a lot from the theme of the house and is sort of this cool, evil, interesting science lab. I am admittedly a little spooked, but super fun. Upstairs, we have a really cool closet. I've actually never seen someone make a room like this, so I really enjoy how creative it is. It's like the dream closet that I wish I could have had as a kid, one that you would see in movies or cartoons, so I think this is super awesome. It literally feels like the closet from Hannah Montana that I was enamored with as a child, so this is really awesome. A lot of points for creativity, very girly. Overall, really cool house. Thank you so much for having me over. I was honored to be a house guest, and hopefully you can house me sometime in the future. We've got a nice little spot by the water with some tea. Of course, the sky looks really nice with sunset. I actually love all of the flowers everywhere. On my own island, I'm overwhelmed by them and annoyed, but here, actually the diversity of the colors and the placement everywhere makes it feel super natural and almost comfortable or cozy and familiar, like it's really fleshed out and filled everywhere. I really like it. Another little cute spot by the water with a little looking area, super nice. Here we have a section with a lot of different fields and crops, and as I walk through here, I'm really getting a lot of Stardew Valley vibes, almost a Harvest Moon sort of feeling, and it really makes me want to play those games. I myself haven't really gotten a chance to add fields yet to my island, but it really makes me want to do so because it feels super natural and fits the landscape really well. Love a good bonfire by the water, can't really go wrong with the cookout setup, really cute. I love water, so the little pool is super cute, and I thought this was a really interesting take on a little juice bar. But Katie, what is going on with all of those electrical posts in the back? We better make sure we don't spill any juice or we're gonna have a big problem. Again, just all of the fields feel really natural and cozy and almost cottagecore-esque, and I really enjoy it. It really adds a lot of atmosphere and makes it feel super fleshed out. But I'm super in love with this little bakery area with the plants. It feels like a really cool kind of farm-to-table farmer's market vibe, and I think it goes along with everything really well and definitely makes me hungry and wish that this was real. We've got a really nice little camping area with a bonfire so that whenever somebody visits, they can sit around and make new friends. And over here, we actually have a really cool sort of dedicated neighborhood section with all of the villager houses, which is something that I really enjoy seeing in New Horizons compared to older games. There's something really charming about seeing all of the houses together in one place to really make it feel like a community, as opposed to in the past where everybody was sort of scattered everywhere. So I personally actually really like the neighborhood, so that's actually really cute to see everybody living together, surrounded by a bunch of really nice flowers. It's also kind of cute that the sky is poking through in the back. That also adds a nice little feeling for this time of day and adds a little bit more atmosphere. It really is a nice cozy little area to sit by the fire, and I love how you can see the trees in the back. It really makes it feel like a nice sort of woodsy campsite to visit. Of course, this is another really nice little flower area. Kind of gives me some inspiration to surround some of my own island items with flowers because it's just such a nice touch. And of course, the froggy chairs, you really can't go wrong with them in any scenario. I love this little cobblestone path. Maybe it's the new Leaf player in me, but I just have such a soft spot for some of those pre-made paths that were so popular at the time. There's something about them. They're just so simple, but they always get the job done and add a really nice, cute little touch. I love this little tents area. It actually reminds me so much of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which I haven't played much recently, but should really get back into because it's such a fun and cute little mobile game. If you guys watching haven't had a chance to play it yet, I strongly recommend. It's a nice little free-to-play game. This is not sponsored, of course, but just a really sweet game. Again, we've got more elements to this sort of seaside festival, carnival idea, and I just can't get enough of it. It's really cute, and it makes me want to add similar elements on my island. That little surfboard with the flower decals looks really nice next to the flowers, and I really love these little mushroom details. I had never thought to use the Mario mushroom items as sort of a natural touch like that, but that's such a good idea. Again, walking on the really cute little path that definitely makes me want to try something similar. It just looks so nice with the summery, sort of actual green grass that I have not seen in quite a long time, thanks to the winter in the Northern Hemisphere. Shout out. This area, though, I think is really a showstopper. I'm definitely a sucker for the flower fields that are decorated by color coding, and this one is no exception. It is, of course, accompanied by a really cute little dog park in the back, and just adds so much charm and uniqueness. I'd never really thought to do that before. A lot of great ideas. This area too is such a wonderful idea that I had never thought of before. It's like a little movie theater area and kind of gives me cute backyard movie screening vibes, like with your friends and family, just sit in the back with some cute fairy lights and watch a movie together. And I think it's such a unique use of the items in the game. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Overall, La La Land was such a treat to visit. Katie, thank you so very much for hosting me. I really loved seeing all of your creativity and your use of flowers in a way that really allowed me to see them in a different way. Our second island today belongs to Sam. Sam's island, lovingly named Chalky Milk, is one that they, quote, stopped playing for a while, so the island is a bit of a mess. As Sam says, I'm finally back into it trying to make it look nicer. Please ignore my flowers, they're a work in progress. Well, Sam, thank you so much for subscribing and sharing your dream address with us. I really love this little museum section. I think it's such a clever idea to have little previews of the exhibits, fossils, and even some of the insect models. Such a clever idea to put outside and display. Next to Sam's house, we see that she has a lovely sense of humor with a little sign. I've never seen that before, but that's actually really funny and was a cool way for me to be like, okay, so I guess this is her house, or a villager she might not like too much. But the interior of the main room is super nice. We have a really sort of clean, organized feeling Japanese-inspired main living room. A lot of cool little accents. I love the light wood. I am very partial to light woods in the game. And overall, it just feels really open and inviting and fun as a main room to just kind of hang out in, drink tea, read books. In the back, we have a very nice, organized, and clean feeling kitchen, which I sort of can appreciate any sort of kitchen, right? There's pros to a more full feeling kitchen, but a more streamlined one like this just feels like that to look at. It feels very cathartic and clean and sort of light on the mind. Definitely a perfect room to just sit and eat ramen in. Really lovely. I actually haven't seen a music room in quite a long time in Animal Crossing, so this was a super clever and cute idea to have a little practice room. I love the little nods to real life art on the wall with the My Chemical Romance and Beatles. Very cute, and a very cute way to sort of show more of their personality. Overall, I just really like it. It sort of awakens the musician in me and just makes me want to doodle around, play with the piano, the keyboard, the guitar, and so I definitely did that while visiting. This bathroom reminded me so much of like a fancy department store bathroom, one that smells really nice, has free perfume, and is just really nice to relax in and sort of refresh while shopping. And I mean that as a very high compliment, of course. I really loved the use of the flooring. I don't think I've ever seen this flooring before, but it's really cool and intricate, and I love the white rattan furniture, very nice. The basement, much like Katie's basement, is sort of a fun, unique surprise, a little spooky, a little kooky, a little confusing. Sam, if you could please let us know down below what the inspiration for this room was. I would greatly appreciate it, but even without that, it's really fun, it has a sense of humor, and yeah, a little spooky to sit in that main chair. Don't want to sit there for too long because I feel like I might be sacrificed. I love the upstairs bedroom. Again, like the kitchen, it's super open and light feeling with a lot of lighter colors and just really feels relaxing. Like this really feels like a room that if I was staying in, I would just drift off to sleep in with no worries on my mind and just really be able to unwind in. And of course, I love the little plant accents, plant details. It makes it feel like the air would smell really nice and fresh and clean, and we always love that. So really love this bedroom, feels really sweet and simple but very effective. So Sam, thank you so very much for having me over as your house guest. I hope you have me over again sometime, but I may not visit the basement in the future. I hope you can understand. We have another little carnival festival section, which is super duper cute, and again, you guys are really encouraging me to want to have that section on my island, so stay tuned because I might do a little build video where I do just that. I love the flower color coding. Of course, I'm always going to be a sucker for that. Some rare flowers, because of course you got to show it off if you have them. I love the little separate nooks cranny section, really cute. Really nice, timeless. And I really enjoy this little backyard picnic area. I don't know what that design is on the ground, but it looks really nice and does feel like a nice little picnic blanket or throw blanket to lay out on. It's really refreshing to see an open and clean seaside area because, as you all have seen on my island, I just have an abundance of flowers, as I call it, my own flower hell. So it's really nice to see an island that is way more organized and clean, so hats off to you, Sam. I love the organized flowers. That adds a super nice touch and looks really nice to look at. I'm not sure what the Aizawa shrine is. Maybe it's a nod to something in real life or a game or a book, but I'd love to know more about that because I always love sort of real life nods in designs. I love the little cookie pattern upstairs that looks like little graham crackers. That's really cute. Walking through a nice little forest section. And I mean, you can't really go wrong with a little cookout section, a little camping area. Really cute and a nice little place to chill out. I always love a good little hidden beach area. I have the exact same thing on my island, but I like the little nautical nods in this area, almost like Red is coming on a pirate ship, so that's actually really cool and unique. I've never seen that before. Again, this is an area where Sam, I would love to know what the reference is, but regardless, I always think it's really cool to have personal touches, so please let me know what character that is and what the story behind that is, but I love it. I love the little separate section. You have implemented the classic fruit trees, fruit orchard section, which every Animal Crossing fan or player has had at one point or another, so hats off to you. And I think it's really clever of Sam to alternate the sort of dark soil, light soil tiles to create like its own sort of pattern, its own little cobblestoned path feeling. I think that's really awesome and super creative. Of course, me being food-centric, it reminds me a lot of graham crackers or little cookies, but it definitely gets the job done in creating a sort of unique and natural feeling path. And a little lookout point to Godzilla never hurt anybody. Ooh, that little area downstairs looks super nice. I know that that's going to be a great photo spot, so I'm excited to go check that out. But in the meantime, a lot of really well organized flowers, always pleasing to look at. I love a little pop of orange in there. I don't think I've ever spoken to Tom before, so we definitely have to cross that off of our list before we leave today. But we have a lot of amazing bamboo lining the water, some light soil on the ground, and this, my friends, yes, it's an amazing photo spot. This is really beautiful and well thought out, and this is a really fabulous little hot springs area. Really cool, a lot of nice water sounds, and such a cool concept to have it in the winter. Seems like a nice winter onsen vibe. Reminds me of my Mallory's hot spring resort build. At this point, everything that I reference is my own vacation homes. But alas, this is really fun. I really like this area, and it's just really nice to look at, really relaxing. I love the use of the black flowers. Those again are always really hard to grow, so hats off to you, Sam. Those are super awesome, and those look really nice next to that house with the darker woods. We're seeing Sam in the back there. Hello, Sam. Hope you don't mind us just walking all over your island here. Thank you so much. Passing along again by the front, we have this really cute little kind of coffee cafe area. I think it's a really cute idea to have this at the very entrance of your island so that when people come visit, it's almost like they can come, put their stuff down, and kind of just rest a bit while they adjust and travel to a new place, so that's super cute. I also always love furniture outside of the villager homes. I can definitely take a page out of your book and add more of that to my own island. And this beach area I thought was so cute. I don't think I have that item, the little sandcastle, but it adds so much personality, and I think it's really cute next to the volleyball net. Overall, just really like that area. Feels super fun. A cute little "we're open" sign next to the cafe. Always gotta love that. Gotta brand, gotta show off your real estate. And these flowers look super nice. I do not think I've ever seen the purple version of that flower, so please let me know what the secret is to grow it, because that looks so awesome next to the other colors. But also a really awesome little stage, little busking area in the front. I think that goes along really perfectly with the little cafe, and so of course I had to give the little free performance to my audience of me, myself, and I, and you guys, of course. This area had some just beautifully done pink and white alternating flowers, which just so happened to match my hair and my sweater today perfectly, so I was really enjoying just walking around in this area. Just felt so nice, and I know it took a lot of time and care, so shout out Sam, that looks really lovely and is super well done. And again, it's just really nice to be walking up and down a shoreline without a ton of flowers, so again, maybe I can implement that on my own island, but that's really nice to see. Feels really natural and clean to look at. Popping up to the last little section that we saw before, we have our kind of, what did I call it? Graham cracker themed little cobblestoned area, which is a really nice little camping area. Feels really cool, kind of up in the sky with the clouds in the back. Nice little bonfire and a little lookout point. I think this is super charming, and I can imagine is like the perfect place to stargaze and sky gaze at night and looking for shooting stars, so that's super awesome. Overall, Sam, thank you so much for hosting me on your island. I had a wonderful trip. You've added a lot of really cool elements and pops of personality that I had a lot of fun looking at, so thank you so much, and please let me know down below what some of your behind the scenes stories were, because I am super curious about that. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and show some love to both Katie and Sam in the comments down below. For more Animal Crossing and other cozy gaming related content, please consider subscribing and joining our community. I'd love to have you here. Until the next one, stay safe and take care. Bye!